blessings, and peace. I'm Nova of Nova's Insights. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, come check me out. It's Nova's Insights, spelled the same way you see below with no space. If you are here visiting me on the YouTube channel, thank you so much. If you don't already subscribe, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can find out when new videos are released and you can keep up with all the yumminess, all the goodness, all the special messages that are coming through. So first off, I want to start by saying give thanks. I am so grateful. I started this Instagram account exactly a month ago as of 2 days ago. So it's been a month and 2 days, and I'm just so grateful from the response that I've gotten so far. Thank you for allowing me time and space and your social media world and your hearts and your minds. And thank you for coming to check me out here on YouTube. I was hesitant at first to start the videos, but universe was like, it's time. So, I'm here and I put out content once a week here on YouTube. So again, give thanks for just being here and vibing with me. I don't take this for granted, sincerely. Okay, so with my very first video being a message from the universe, what do you need to hear? I decided that that's what this message will be. So moving forward, I will try my best to do once a month around this time, a message from the universe. I'm going to try to make that tradition. Okay, so remember, this reading is for the collective. So there'll be hopefully thousands, millions of people who will end up watching this video. So you'll pick a pile and hopefully there'll be a message that's meant for you in that pile, if not the whole message, right? So take what resonates with you, give thanks for it, and set out to continue your journey with the message that you receive. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with pick a card, or sometimes I call them pick a pile readings, what you'll do is give yourself some time just to still your mind, quiet yourself. You'll pick the pile that calls to you the strongest, and that's where you will receive your reading for this session. Now, sometimes 2 or more piles call to you, and that's completely fine. You're welcome to watch as many of the piles as you want. In this session, I will have the timestamps down below, so you can hop to whatever readings you want to see and you feel called to. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. Take some time to clear your mind and just let the piles vibe. All right, we are here, we are now, we are present, and we are open to this gift. All right, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5. Let's go. Y'all, I'm excited, like super excited. I feel like I haven't done this in a while, but it really hasn't been that much time since I was last year. But we're here and we're now, and I'm excited. So here we go. Wow. Okay. So we actually just had a new moon yesterday on the 15th of November. So pile number 1, if you chose this pile, you definitely have the power of this strong new energy surrounding you. I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you. Like, there's so many possibilities with new beginnings. So new beginnings, a new start is coming. Okay, plain and simple. Like, get excited if you're not already excited. Wow. I mean, what more can I really say? Just a refreshing, that second wind, a breath of fresh air. You are here, you are now, and you're ready to go for the newness. We're here for it. All right. The Tower, yeah, look at that. King of Cups. So with the Tower, perhaps you just got out of a situation where there was just complete destruction. And destruction doesn't necessarily mean like it was bad energy, it was negative, anything like that. Sometimes we have to be destroyed in order to be recreated, right? I always tell people that it's a cycle of life. Sometimes we have to deconstruct in order to reconstruct, right? So with every ending is a new beginning, and with every new beginning is typically an ending. So it's just cycles to life. Sorry about that, y'all, for the little shake. But yeah, it looks like maybe you're shifting out of a space that was no longer serving you, and now that's come to an end. That cycle is done. You're ready for fresh new energy, fresh new breaths. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale. Feel the yumminess, feel the vibrations. Just let it all come in and wash over you. I'm getting a sense of like a washing, a refreshing, okay? Here we have the King of Cups. I get a sense of like emotional renewal. Maybe whatever you were dealing with was heavy for you emotionally. But I'm really getting a sense of like this cleansing, okay? If you haven't taken a bath lately, perhaps take a bath, or do some kind of ritual in the shower. Get some water mixed in there. I'm just getting the sense of this water. Kind of seeing like the womb. You're in like the womb, getting ready to be birthed into something new, something magical, coming out of this darkness. But this darkness not as something bad, but this darkness as in the darkness of the womb. Growth, right? Sometimes I just want to be in the darkness. And I really do feel like, okay, I'm just in the space of getting ready to come forth, like a seed that's planted underneath the ground. You get the rain and that has to saturate, the ground. Sometimes the tears have to come. Sometimes the sadness has to come. Things got to get tilled. The soil has to get tilled. It's not always easy. It's not always so simple. Sometimes it's challenging, but it's what we need in order to grow, right? They talk about the SHIT, right? The manure, but that provides nutrients to the ground. And we need those nutrients in order to grow, right? So that tower, whatever you experienced, that might have been a situation you needed to be able to be ushered into the space you're in now. So give thanks for it all. Sometimes when we don't understand it, it's still working in our favor, right? We're that masterpiece in progress. Allow yourself. Just allow. Allow for the ups, allow for the downs, allow for the ebbs and flows. You are here, you are now. That keeps coming to me for some reason. You are here, and that's all you need to be, okay? Enough in this time and space. All right. 3 of Swords. Okay, yeah. Perhaps with this tower, maybe it was like a relationship you're coming out of, what you're coming into, assuming this new identity, being solid and standing in who you are. Sometimes we get lost in relationships, and sometimes that's not even like an intimate boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife type of situation. It could be like your relationship and how you identify, maybe at your job or as a sister or as a brother, whatever that may be. Sometimes that identity has to get destroyed. Sometimes we have to feel a sense of heartache or a sense of loss and pain in order to arise and surface as the King of Cups. Sometimes we have to go through those situations, and when we go through them, we come out on top, mastering our emotions, mastering these other type of sensibilities that we have, learning to master and better hone our intuition. Just shapes us in a certain kind of way. It sharpens us in a certain type of way. Not sharpen in order to be like rude or harsh or brash, nothing like that, but sharpen our intuition. Okay. Sometimes maybe we need to go through something so we are able to be more empathetic and sympathetic, and not necessarily in order to be, but sometimes it just puts us in a place or position to be more empathetic and sympathetic. For some reason, what just came to me was maybe some of you work with traumatized populations, so you have to do that trauma-informed care, right? And sometimes it can be challenging working with people, dealing with people, and you haven't walked a mile in their shoes, and that's okay. Everybody's experience is completely different, but there's some similarities, and sometimes people feel as though if you don't have a similar background, or if you haven't experienced what they've experienced or something similar to it, then you're discredited. You don't count. Like, how could you possibly know what I'm going through? But I get a sense that whatever it is that you possibly have gone through recently is just kind of elevated you in a sense, made you more qualified to reach the people that you're going to need to reach in the near future. That's what I'm getting here, okay? I enjoy these kind of mini readings. As you know, or might not know, I do longer in-depth readings. You can book a 30-minute or 60-minute live Zoom session with me, and we dive deeper. Or if you just have X amount of questions you want to ask, get some clarity and insight on in that 30 minutes or 60 minutes, you are more than welcome to present it, or just get a general read, whatever you want to do. But I'm just excited doing these kind of smaller reads as I am doing the larger and longer reads with you in the private sessions. Okay, so here we have Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats, and Community. All right, so Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. Okay, I think again this kind of deals with the idea of, this is not something, whatever you're moving into, whatever you're shifting into with this new beginning, this is not something you can simply bring logic to. Right? And when you are being with people, when you're communing with people, when you're in community with people, it has to go beyond logic at times. You have to be able to feel them. They have to be able to feel you. In particular with like young people, right? And or babies, but a lot of times young people, I've worked quite a bit with younger people. They don't pretty much care about what you know until they know that you care about them, right? And sometimes, again, it takes these experiences that we've gone through in order to be able to better relate to other people. So I want to share with you what I'm getting the sense is, whatever you recently experienced, it was not in vain. It might serve you in ways that you are going to realize in the near future that you may not have thought of, and you may not be able to think through right now. But with this new energy that's shifting in, trust and believe you're being renewed, replenished for some more work, for some greater work, for the next steps along your journey. Okay, you're still here for a reason, right? You experience these things for a reason, so they're not in vain, they're not for naught. Okay, so again, with thinking beyond the mind, the heartbeats, we're thinking about community. And this new beginning, when you're moving forward, try your best to put the ego aside. Don't think that you have to go in being the most learned in a certain area or the most well-spoken. Come from your heart. You want to be professional. You want to present yourself in the best light possible and a really good manner. Remember that you don't have to be cookie cutter. You don't have to be like anybody else. Be you. Be unique. You are made and placed in this time and space for a reason. And you show up in a way that only you can show up. So really, you can determine the tone that you want to set, how people will perceive you, based off of how you say, I want to step into this space as authentic as possible, right? Keep your heart in it, keep your spirit in it, keep it pure. Give your best, give your all. Do it in only a way that you can do it, Stay true to yourself, because you may not even realize how people are checking for you. You may not even realize how people are watching you. It might be weeks, months, years later, and someone comes to say, when you did X, Y, and Z, that really inspired me to do A, B, and C. Like, whatever, it could be whatever. Or you said, or you did this, it really moved me to tears. And now I do this, X, Y, Z. You get what I'm saying? So be authentic, be you. You never know who needs you to show up just the way you are, okay? And you will be able to, I get the sense you're going to be able to move in and out of spaces authentically, right? Because I'm getting a sense that it's going to be greater than just a local kind of community. I don't see you bound to one type of people. I see you being able to move in and out smoothly, swiftly when need be, based off of you being as authentic as possible. I get the sense you're going to be interacting and dealing with many people, touching many different lives. But it's going to be really important for you to be authentic. That's going to be a part of your appeal and the allure, right? All right. So we have here the horse and the beaver energy. So the horse, momentum, expansive energy, freedom. Yes. And we've got this crescent moon here. So that's definitely making me think who your truest self, expressing who you truly are and letting that ignite, let that catch fire and let that just go. Take it and run with it. Like that wild horse, run free. You know, that moon energy is who you are at your core. Who are you? What do you truly feel? What are you emoting? It's rooted in your deepest self. What are your truest desires? Take it and run with it. And this new beginning, this new chance that you have, it's a new chance to truly be who you are. Maybe you've been under this facade. Maybe you think you've had to be something in particular for people around you, for your family, for your friends. But now that's done. It's over with, right? That image is done. That identity is done. Run free in who you are, okay? So you got the beaver here. It's hardworking energy, okay? Loyal, all right? It's a non-tiring work. It's a tireless work. So move forward with this momentum. You're going to have the stamina that you need. You're going to be given what you need to show up the way you need to show up. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Do the self-work. Do the self-care so you can continue to show up in the most authentic way. All right. So pile 1, that is your message. If it resonated with you, please leave a comment down below. Share that with us. If you think this reading can help someone that you know, a loved one, a friend, please share the video with them. Post it, send it in a text message, whatever. Book a reading if you want some deeper insight. I've started a new daily special, so you can find me on Instagram. I'm doing a 7-card spread for only $7.77. I like that little number there. And it comes straight to your inbox. But again, if you would like a live, deeper, more insightful type of reading, we do that on Zoom, okay? 30 minutes and 60-minute sessions. Nova's Insights. Peace and blessings. Pile number 2. Thank you for being here with me. So, our message from the universe. Relationship change. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. So we have this here in reverse. So for those of you who know me, you know that I read reversals. Sometimes when spirit moves me, I don't read it as a reversal. But I'm getting the sense that, yes, we are going to read this as a reversal. So relationship change. Look at the bigger picture. I'm getting the sense that this doesn't necessarily have to be in regards to your relationship in a romantic or intimate type of way with a partner as far as a lover, but more so it might just mean change your relationship, your perspective, change your point of view on some things. With the look at the bigger picture in reverse, it might mean look at the minute things, look at the details, because when you really take the time to look at the details, you'll stop and examine your position. Okay, do I need to be standing where I'm standing? Do I need to be thinking what I'm thinking? Okay, why am I really truly feeling this? Almost dissect it. Sometimes we need to scrutinize things, not necessarily to be negative, but we need to be analytical sometimes. We really need to look, okay? We really need to take the time to say, like, what am I really seeing? What's really going on here? Okay? So, shift perspective. Really look at the relationship you have with things. I'm getting a sense, do a little research. Dig a little deeper. Okay? Again, try to really look at the little fine fine pieces of things, almost like the fine print, right? You got a contract, you got a book, whatever it is, look at the fine print. Really hold the magnifying glass to it and see what you might be missing. Okay? Next we have here the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is a card that's really talking about fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, happiness, gratitude, being really grateful for the place that you're in, getting the sense that, when you take that moment those times to look at the person, the whatever you're looking at, examining from a closer, more detailed perspective, you might uncover some things that will lead to more happiness in your life. You'll have a better understanding of things. Maybe it's something that has happened in your past or a position you're currently in and you don't quite understand why things are happening. You ever heard that saying, can't see the forest for the trees? Sometimes we have these blessings and things right in front of us, but we overlook them because we're too busy trying to take in the whole picture. We're trying to take in the whole thing, that we're missing what's right in front of us, what's right underneath our noses. Okay? So Seven of Swords. Yeah, sometimes we need to just leave some things behind us, right? Sometimes we got a little too much on our plate. We got too many things we're juggling, too many things we're trying to focus on, right? And sometimes we need to put things down in order to move forward in a more productive way, right? Don't lose yourself. Hold on to the things that you need. Take the things that you need to move forward in your journey, to be able to better arrive at the arrival place you need to be at. But know that not everything and not everyone needs to come with you. Not all these thoughts, not all these words, the naysayers, the people who say, well, maybe do it like this. Now, don't shun wisdom. Don't shun guidance. But really take some time to examine where people's words are coming from. Really take the time to examine people's motivations, right? We can't always be caught up in people all the time. But if you're getting a feeling, if you're getting a sense that something's a little off, something might not be right, I don't really know where this person is coming from, always feel free to ask. Communication is key. Yet, sometimes you ask and you get some information, you're still like, nah, I don't believe it. I'm not rocking with that. Let me just remove myself. Do what you need to do. Walk away from situations you need to walk away from, because everything is not meant for you to carry. Okay? Not every battle is meant for you to fight. Be wise in how you spend your time, how you spend your energy, okay? How you spend your money, where you decide to invest, right? Next here we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, for some reason I'm getting the sense here that maybe you've recently been in a situation where maybe somebody was trying to take advantage of you and your resources, your time, your energy, your money, your efforts, right? But when you really, again, take the time to look and see what was really going on, you have that wisdom that says, no, step back, remove yourself from the situation and restore your happiness, restore your peace. Okay? Nurture yourself, and then the things around you will grow. Cut out the people, cut out the weeds. Okay? Maybe there's some snakes in the grass, Not every snake has fangs that are venomous, okay? I don't say this in a way to scare, just in a sense that be wise, because, some snakes will take you down by squeezing you, not by sinking their teeth into you, okay? Many ways to eat an elephant, right? So, just be careful. Be careful, but trust yourself, okay? And the other word in that too, when I said many ways to eat an elephant, truly, I've only heard it one way. The cute little saying that you eat an elephant one bite at a time. So again, that kind of put me in that mindset of where it says look at the bigger picture. If you are facing an elephant that you need to eat, of course this is metaphorical. If you're coming up against something that you need to handle that seems big, it seems humongous, tremendous, it might seem too heavy, like you don't know how you're going to approach it. The saying is you eat the elephant one bite at a time, okay? So that goes into kind of like this dissecting the situation, one bite at a time, one step at a time. Read the contract one line at a time. Read the letter one word at a time. See what's really being expressed here. See how you really feel. What is your intuition really telling you about the whole situation overall? Okay. All right. So we have visions of life beyond death and bravado. Yeah. This bravado card is making me think of, again, like, how do you attack something that seems larger than you? Right? You gotta have, first you need to be brave. First you need to know that you can do it. You know, even if you step up and you're shaking in your boots, like, you can do it. There's energy out there to support you. You know, there's ancestors to support you. There's a saying, walk like you have, 3,000 ancestors on your side. Whatever it is that you believe, if you believe in God, whatever the higher power is, or if you believe in the saints, whatever, just know that you will have that strength. Okay? You will be given that strength to do whatever it is that you need to do. They say fear is false evidence appearing real. Get to it. Handle your business, okay? So, visions of life beyond death. Yeah, like, for some reason, that just makes me think about the here and now. Like, you can't be too worried about that. What's next? Handle right here, right now. And again, get close up on it. See what it is. See what it is in the here and now. You know, don't zoom out, zoom in. Don't worry too much about what's out there. Don't worry about what's on the outskirts. Don't worry about what comes next. You have to be here in the immediacy of the situation. Be able to deal with here, deal with now, before all those other things come. Okay? Step up. All right. So we have the owl and the nightingale energy. Interesting. They're both birds. Okay. So the owl energy is an energy around clairvoyance. Okay. Abundance. Treasures. Okay. And the nightingale energy is the energy around a fearless voice, speech, song, communication. All right. So this card of clairvoyance kind of makes me just think about, again, perspective, right? Clairvoyance is this ability to see in like a psychic way. You are able just to see things and have knowledge and understanding from that. Okay. And here we have the nightingale, but it's in reverse. Again, the nightingale represents like this fearless voice, something or someone that's ready to sing its song, and to just like be brave and comfortable in its skin, communicate, be who and what it is, right? So with this clairvoyant kind of energy, this abundant energy, and this fearless voice in reverse, I think that you need to be brave and stand firm in what you see, right? When you see whatever it is that you see at that minute level, be brave. Speak to what it is that you see. Communicate it with whoever you need to communicate it with. Okay? Don't hide the truth. Don't hide your perspective. Remember, it can be an and or. Your perspective and your truth can stand right next to someone else's, and it doesn't invalidate theirs, and theirs doesn't invalidate yours. Everybody brings something different to the table, okay? Everybody's unique. These are both birds, but they're two different types of birds, right? And they serve two different purposes on this earth, okay? So, that also makes me think about symbolically, while they have their own different like purposes that they serve in reality in this physical, right? They also represent two different things symbolically. So I think about us, how we show up in spaces and our physical presence, our physical manifestation, whether that's how we dress, how we wear our hair, the color of our skin. But then there's other ways for us to be interpreted, right? Symbolically, people perceive us in different ways. So like there's so much to how we show up in a space. There's so much to how we are who we are that sometimes we don't even realize how people are perceiving us, right? Sometimes we don't realize how we're showing up as that tree in a forest of all these other people, right? So I'll leave you with this. Just be the tree in the forest uniquely, and remember to shift your perspective. Look at the details. Don't gloss over them, and move forward with bravery and courage. The freedom is yours. Okay? So, if anything in this reading resonated with you, please leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when similar videos are released. I love it. I love you. Thanks for being here with me. If you're not following me on Instagram, please come follow me. Stay in touch. You can book a reading for a reading that would be much longer, more in depth, tailored specifically for you. However, the universe wants to give the energy when we're together in the session. It'll be beautiful. So this is Nova of Nova's Insights. This was pile number 2. Peace and blessings. Pile number 3. What is your message from the universe? Okay, Capricorn, I see you. All right. So, teaching and learning, your hard work is paying off. How exciting is that? You all know I'm an educator. And if you don't know, now you know. I love education, so I love this idea of teaching and learning. Again, we just had this new moon yesterday. So this is exciting to me because it says new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So I'm getting the sense that whatever you've been learning, you're going to be able to teach it soon, or whatever you've been learning, you're going to be able to apply it soon, or whatever, you've been teaching, getting the sense that maybe your students are going to be able to apply it soon, and soon shift out, transition out, and apply it to their lives and other people's lives. Just go out there in the world and be great. This is just beautiful to me. Nothing like some hard work paying off. That's the Capricorn in me, for sure. So, excuse me. Continue to be a good steward of the knowledge that you've been given. Remember that we're all here for each other. Knowledge is not yours to keep alone. Someone taught you, and it's meant for you to teach others. Okay? This knowledge must circulate in order for it to be beneficial and purposeful. Look at that. Okay. 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands surrounding the Empress. Listen, definitely get the sense that in your teaching and learning, you've been definitely taking in some information that has got you like, hello, like I am here, like a force to be reckoned with. Okay, like it's really allowed you to really come into your own, really shine, be here. And because of that, some people got some issues with you. Okay, some people, these issues, they don't even know why. They just feel some type of way, and I take that as that's just a reflection of themselves, right? Because there's really no true basis to what their issue is with you. they just see you shine, and maybe they just feel some type of way because they don't shine the way you shine. But that's okay, because they have to take time to go within and realize that they shine in their own unique way. They can't shine the way you shine, okay? And I want you to stand firm and be strong and know that too. You might be out here trying to teach people, save people, but realize that they have their own path. They have their own way to show up. So keep the faith. Don't be discouraged when you don't feel as though people are getting whatever you're trying to relate to them. When people are not doing as you think they should be doing. Know that your presence is purposeful, and people will blossom. People will grow. People will change and transform in the time that they're meant to. That is what came to me for you just now. Okay? And then the 7 of Wands. You are going to have some people who oppose you or attempt to be in opposition to you because they see who you are. They see exactly who you are. Here's where people don't really know what's going on. They just, they kind of feel something. But you're going to have some people who feel some type of way because you are awesome, because you are thebomb.com, right? Because you are this empress. But that's not for you to worry about. That's not for you to be distracted by, okay? Continue to sit on your throne. Continue to love. Now, there's also some righteous anger. I never want to put it out there as like, oh, it's just all peace and love all the time. Like, yes, and sometimes your love can cause you to move forward in a way that says like, this can no longer continue. Certain things, like we have Ma'at. Follow the principles of Ma'at. There's certain things that you just can't stand for. There's certain principles you can't stand for, right? There's certain things going on in the world that you can't stand for. You have to say, like, we're not for this, right? For example, one of the laws of Ma'at, one of the principles is to keep the waters pure. We see this a lot with like our indigenous brothers and sisters to this land. How they hold the water very sacred, right? We join our brothers and sisters in saying we need to keep our waters pure. This is what nourishes us, right? Let's not soil the waters. All right. So, and when people gather and say like, no, this cannot happen, they have a righteous anger. But anyway, tangent, not really a tangent. You feel me? Hopefully you feel me. Okay. So, yes, sometimes there's just an energy that's going to oppose you. That's fine. You stand firm. You be the light that you need to be. Know that you've been called to what you've been called to for a reason. Still, move in love. Let that be the anchor that holds you at the end of the day. Okay? All right. Shock of the new and suffering. Yeah, this suffering card I think really aligns with this 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, again with just like this energy that wants to come up against you. But sometimes it's not personal, sometimes it is personal, but you will never succumb to it. Like you will stand above it, you will arise, you will rise above it, right? Like we have it here in reverse. Like it's nothing. Like you are on your throne. You are in your divine energy. Like it really, this can't touch you, okay? Stand firm in that. So shock of the new. For some reason, what just came to me is like, there's nothing new under the sun, okay? Like, this is nothing surprising, right? You realize that you have an ancient knowledge. You're tapped into an ancient history. You are passing on information that's been given down throughout the ages. And you've been blessed to be a person that's called to have this responsibility to pass it on. Okay? That's nothing new. You're not shocked by it. You know that you have purpose in what it is that you do. And that's why you shine so bright, because you know that there's purpose and you walk in that. Okay? Never lose that sense of purpose. Sometimes our path changes and we grow and we shed old skin, right? Just like a snake. It might be, metaphorical, metaphysical, but it's an evolution. and just become more and more beautiful as you go along. Okay, so suffering, I invite you to really sit with whatever it is that you feel. You know, if you're experiencing something as suffering, it's okay to feel what you feel, but don't be stuck in it. Okay, ask for the help that you need. As you see, it says divine teachers, a teacher, right? Ask for the help. Ask for the help that you need. Trust that it might just be a lesson that you need to shift through. You know, sometimes we don't necessarily just go through things for ourselves. Again, we can draw on experiences in order to teach others, in order to lead others, in order to shine for people in certain ways. Okay, so you could take situations, and like they say, you can allow them to make you bitter, or you can allow them to make you better, right? But part of you overstating your purpose is knowing that some of these things you experience, you don't experience solely for you. You know, when you come out on the other side of it, you are able to have like what they call a testimony in order to inspire other people, whether you realize it or not. All right. So we have the raccoon and the frog. So the raccoon energy is a very like talented energy. It can be a shadowy kind of energy. Okay. But I think that here with it in reverse, I'm getting the sense that, I don't know, what just came to me is like natural. Kind of like the things that you do just come naturally. The way that you are, the way you show up in spaces, it just comes natural. Like there's really no hard work, right? It's just like the things that you learn, it's almost just like the icing on the cake, but you already have that oomph. You have that thing about you already, and that's what people notice. You naturally shine. But when you learn how to move in your energy, when you learn how to wield your power, or when you apply yourself to the information for the path that you've set for yourself and the ways that you want to express your passions, it just makes that extra oomph about you. Right? All I can get out is a oomph. I don't really have any kind of word, but it's just like they see you, right? So you're very much out there, you know. It's not anything shadowy, right? It's not that. Okay, so with the frog, that's an energy of like healing and cleansing and clearing. So I'm getting the sense here, you know, what's really standing out to me in this reading is this Empress card, like the center of it all. You are in a position where you live your life in a way that you attempt to bring balance to your life, you know. You attempt to live your life in a healthy way. And when you do that, other people can look up to you and see, like, you're just a living example, right? Again, I get this sense that you might do things you don't even realize that people are watching you do what you do. You don't even realize how you inspire people. But the life that you choose to live, the lifestyle, the way you choose to walk and have your walk match your talk, people are learning and healing from that, right? People are able to look at you and say, oh man, that's the kind of woman, that's the kind of man that I want to be. It's so healthy, it's so good, it's so loving, it's so imbalanced, you know. It's how I want to show up in the world. I want to strive to be like that. So continue just to glow. And you glowing, it's going to help other people glow up too. Okay? So be who you are, be authentic, be love, and just shine. All right? So if anything in this reading resonated with you, please leave a comment down below so we can hear and we can vibe with you. If you would like a more personal, in-depth reading, again, because this reading is for the collective, you can reach out to me on Instagram or come to my website. It's novasinsights.com, and you can book a reading on there, or you can hit me up on Instagram. Just slide into the DM and let me know that you would like a reading. I do 30 and 60-minute live Zoom sessions where you can ask as many questions or have as many topics, receive as many readings as you want. That time allows in that session, okay? Or I have a daily special where you can do a 7-card spread, and that comes straight to your inbox, all right? So, again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when similar readings like this are released on YouTube. And if this was something that you enjoyed, that you think a family member or a friend, whoever, could possibly enjoy as well, please share this video with them. All right? Peace and blessings. Pile number 4. All right. What is your message? Synchronicity. And it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Well, as you know, possibly, we just had this new moon yesterday, so that energy is there. But this is a new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. And we have synchronicity. So get in a sense that maybe you're coming out of space where you were feeling like you weren't in sync. You felt like maybe things weren't right, timing wasn't right, you weren't at the right place at the right time. But now perhaps maybe things are starting to align for you and it's time to take action. Get in a sense of, don't second guess yourself. Don't double think. Trust what you're sensing, what you're feeling, what you know, what you're intuiting. Okay? Because sometimes signs don't always come the way we expect signs to come. Okay? The word comes to us in ways that we don't expect. Confirmation sometimes comes to us in ways that we don't expect. So sometimes you have to just affirm yourself and take action. Take that first step. You know, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, faith is taking that first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. In the sense that it's time just to step out on faith and do what it is that you need to do, whatever that passion is that's been on your heart, or whatever that thought is that's been on your mind for you to move forward. Go ahead and do it, because sometimes people are waiting for a pie to fall out of the sky, and that ain't gonna happen. All right. So let's move on. All right. So we've got the Page of Swords, the 3 of Wands in reverse, the 6 of Swords in reverse. So the Page of Swords, yes, I'm getting the sense of like this renewal of the mind. You need a fresh new mentality, right? That's what this Page of Swords is telling me. Like, don't get in your own way. Like, get out of your own way. Don't stifle yourself. Don't think that you need someone to hold your hand to do whatever you need to do. Trust your own creativity. Trust your intuition. Trust and know that you are connected to source. You don't have to wait for any particular person to come tell you that, oh, it's okay, it's time now to do. No. No. Trust yourself. That wisdom lies within you as well. You all know that my readings are all about empowerment. And that's what I'm getting from this Page of Swords, okay? The 3 of Wands. You know, maybe you have been feeling like you didn't know the direction you wanted to go in. But you must shift out of that energy. Okay, you're ready to go. When you change your mindset, move forward. Set your sails and go. You're ready. The time is now. You can't wait for the quote unquote perfect time, because there is no perfect time. That time will never come, and you're always going to be waiting, because that really stems from second guessing yourself. Don't do that. Trust and know that when the time is right, you're going to move, and there'll be no second guessing of it. So if you need to get in the position of, learning to trust the piece of timing, know that when it's time for you to move, you will move. And if you're in a position where you're feeling like, oh, I don't know if I should move right now, then that means you don't have peace. So that means you don't move. But when it's time for move, you're not going to think about it. You're just naturally going to do it. Okay. So the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is about moving on from a situation. You know, sometimes it can be hard. Sometimes, you know, it can be a burden. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable and something that we don't want to do. But I'm getting the sense that you are going to move forward. But when you move forward, you cannot have this heaviness on your mind, right? You cannot move forward with other people's doubts. You cannot take on other people's doubts as your own either. Watch the conversations that you're having with other people. Watch your own monologue. Watch the way you're talking to yourself in your mind and your spirit, because you're going to have to make a journey, and you're not going to get far if you allow this negative talk, this doubtful talk, to be in this boat trying to steer with you. It's not going to work, okay? It's like a sink or swim time, and now it's time for you to swim. It's time for you to swim. Put your faith to the test, right? You will be fine. The universe got you, right? All right. Look at that. What is already with you? And here we have victory, divine helpers. Okay. So what is already with you? Again, I get this guidance. Like, you're already good. How they say, you're good money. All is well. The thing's set. Right? So trust what you already have within you. And what I get a sense of is kind of like passion, right? I'm seeing these butterflies. Sometimes, there is already that sense in you. You know what you need to do. The butterflies are there. The passion is there. But you have to take that step. Take that first step of faith. That guidance you're seeking for, it's already in you. You just have to be brave enough to step out on it. Because it will guide you. That passion will guide you. Okay? Believe that passion comes from the universe, and they won't put it in you for no reason. Won't put it in you to fail. Carolyn Miss said that, and I've always held on to that. Okay? So here, victory. Again, get out of your own way. Okay? The victory will come. It will come. Have faith. Have some patience. Give yourself more credit than you have. Okay? Getting the sense of that too. Have some faith in yourself. Have some faith in the God within you. You are connected to this concept, this idea of God, this something greater that you believe in. Or you might not believe in it. If you don't believe it, okay, fine. Just have some faith in you. Like, I'm not here to tell anybody what to believe. Okay? But know that you're capable. Know that you're capable. And if you don't believe in something greater than you, but if you believe in ancestors, because I'm always talking about the ancestors, they're here to assist you. Okay? And these are people who existed before you that you can draw strength from. Because you've seen what they accomplished. You saw what they were able to do. You can do similar, but you will do it in your own unique way. All right? So draw strength from that. All right, we have the sea serpent and we have the deer energy in reverse. All right, so the sea serpent corresponds with the second chakra. The second chakra, that affirmation is I feel. Okay, so this deals with like expressing your desires. Okay, healing emotional wounds. So trusting what you feel. Being mindful that sometimes you feel things. I say that feelings are messengers, right? So sometimes what you feel lets you know that you might have some healing to do, right? And from the reading so far, I get the sense that healing is trusting yourself, knowing that you can make those decisions. You can make those wise decisions. You can make those best decisions for your life. You just have to have some faith in yourself, right? You got to have that confidence. Like Marcus Garvey said, I'm just paraphrasing. But when you have that confidence, you already have won, right? You got to have that confidence in yourself before you even set out. Okay. So this deer energy is a intuitive, loving, graceful energy. Okay. So you have to call that. You have to pull that out of yourself. You really have to tap into it. That graceful energy. Back in 2013, I think it was, I really shifted my perspective on what grace is. Because growing up, I used to hear a lot about grace and mercy, especially growing up in the Christian church. And I think a lot of times people conflated grace and mercy. And I hear people even say now, like, oh, you have to extend grace, you have to extend grace. But it's almost like they're really truly saying you have to extend mercy, right? So I've come to learn grace to be that kind of God essence, God sense that's granted to you for you to do something in a beautiful kind of way, in a talented kind of way, in a skilled type of way. You know, when you do something graceful, they're just like, oh, there's just some kind of beauty, some kind of elegance about it, right? So in saying that, I say with this, trust in yourself, trust that you will have the grace to do what it is that you need to do. And you will be graceful in doing it, right? Like you've been given that ability to do whatever it is that you need to do, to take that faith, take that first step. And in doing that, it won't be a disaster. It will be fine. It will be beautiful. But sometimes even in making masterpieces, the whole picture doesn't come out at first. You know, it looks like one little dot here, one little dot there. Sometimes people don't see it. Remember, everybody's vision is not your own, right? That's why your vision is yours. And you carry it out even if other people don't understand it. If other people can't fully see what you have going on, that's that faith, right? Move forward with whatever you believe it to be. That's kind of like, you know, Michael Jordan, Walt Disney, heck, even Noah from the Bible, right? Like when people think you're crazy or people think you're not talented or you're not skilled or you're not worth investing, keep going, because eventually you're going to bust, right? Like it's going to be good. It's going to be great. And everything's going to come to fruition, right? Just have some faith in yourself. Don't give up because of the naysayers. Move forward. Trust yourself. Trust the guidance that comes from the universe that channels through you. All right. Take the time to listen. Take the time to still yourself. Peace and blessings. If this message resonated with you, any part of it, please leave a comment down below. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's Nova's Insights, spelled the same way you see below. No spaces. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell right next to it so you can be notified when more readings like these are released. I love you. I thank you for being here in this space with me, sharing this time with me. I don't take it for granted because if there were no you, no viewers, there'd be no me, right? I'd just be talking to myself making these videos. So I appreciate you coming by and listening to the messages. And please share if there is something that resonated with you and you think that there's someone in your life that could be blessed by this as well. Share it with them. Come check me out. If you're looking for a more personal reading, would you like us to go into depth? We can do that. You can book a reading through my website, www.novasinsights.com, or you can reach out to me on Instagram. I do 30 and 60-minute sessions live via Zoom, or I do smaller readings via inbox, 7-card spreads. That's a daily special as well. So reach out. I am here to be in community with you. Peace and love. All right, pile 5. I'm almost sad, y'all. Like low key, like the session's almost over, but there's always future ones. Okay. Look, this is almost like what I'm saying. Not really, but all right. Adventure, right? I'm feeling like this adventure of reading together is coming to an end. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It wasn't tough though. But anyway, this is not about me and how I'm feeling right now. Okay, so adventure in reverse and the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon and Capricorn. So maybe some of you have been stressed. You feel like you've been going through the ringer. Something caught you off guard and it was like an adventure, but it wasn't fun. Okay. It's coming to an end. Thank the Most High. Okay. Thank yourself for sticking through it. Thank yourself for being steadfast. All right. That's that Capricorn energy. Like you will work, you will climb, you will swim. It's a sea goat. You will get through it. and you have fared the seas, okay? You have climbed the mountains. I am proud of you if nobody else has told you, or sometimes you live things in secret and you don't tell other people. But if this message is meant for you and meant for you to hear it, know that I'm proud of you. I don't even have to know you, but this message was for you. So the universe is saying it's proud of you, okay? Thank you for sticking it out because you're worth it. Thank you for sticking it out because other people needed you to stick it out. People that you might not even know. You are worth it. You are love. You are here. We are now, okay? All right. The world. Yeah. Knight of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Yes, yes, yes. So with the world, definitely you are transitioning. You're coming out of this previous stage in your life. You're moving on to something new. Congratulations for making it. It was not the easiest, but you are here now. You have arrived, okay? And so with the Knight of Wands, you're ready to go. I get the sense that maybe you gleaned some wisdom from what you went through, and now you're ready just to take off. You got that fire underneath you, you've got that experience underneath you, and now you're really ready to go out there and serve. You're really ready to go out there and show up as your truest self, because you've gone through some things that have shaped you and molded you, and you are showing up as you in your fullness in only a way that you can. And I'm just getting confidence. Like nobody can tell you nothing because you went through it. You went through the hardest and you made it out. That's something to stop and applaud. And you're probably like, can't stop, won't stop. Take the time to stop and really check what you've been through. You deserve a breather. You deserve a pat on the back. You deserve to take some time and say, I made it. Thank the Almighty. Okay? 5 of Pentacles. From this, I'm getting the sense that you possibly have really gone through something and walked away from something. It might have been a really tough decision to walk away from whatever you walked away from. Maybe it caused you to have some sleepless nights, to feel lonely, not to have the support. It took some courage, Maybe it took some real faith. You didn't know how you were going to make it through, but you did. Right? It might have taken some sleepless nights. It might have taken some hungry nights, but you pushed through and it's going to pay off. Definitely what I see here. And again, I'm just saying the sense of maturity, the spiritual maturity. Maybe you went through the ringer, but it's really propelled you and caused you to blossom in a way. Like you've gone through your winter and now it's spring and it's time for you to blossom. Okay? You made it, baby. You here. You made it. And for a reason. Okay? Okay. She feels she knows. And life force. And reverse. So she feels she knows. With this in reverse, I'm getting the sense of like, it's beyond feeling. Okay? It's like, you know what you know because you've experienced it. You know what you know because you were out there in those hard times. You know what you know because you were in these streets. Whether that's actual streets or metaphorical streets, right? Sometimes, they say like, if you felt it, then you know it. But sometimes people's orientation to the world is much different. And I get the sense that whatever it is that you went through, and it gives you that credibility that you need. Okay? Like, it wasn't a small feat. Here, life force, in reverse. In the sense that whatever it is that you went through, it was really harsh. Maybe you were in a space of like, you didn't know how you were going to make it. Right? Maybe you lost some things. Maybe you lost a house, or maybe you lost a job. Maybe you lost a loved one. I don't really know, but whatever this is, I'm getting a sense that whatever you're shifting out of, it wasn't the easiest thing. And again, just give yourself some time to say like, thank you. Thank you to yourself for pushing through. It's not the easiest. Not everybody makes it out of whatever you made it out of. So be proud of yourself, okay? Be gentle with yourself. Extend yourself some grace, all right? And slow down. You don't always have to work so hard, okay? I also want you to shift out of that mentality, because you might have come through a situation where you were experiencing what felt or seemed like lack. You know, sometimes we can't always see the forest for the trees, right? Or sometimes, you know, even on the flip side of that, we can't see the larger picture because we don't know what's going on. We're just in this immediate circumstance, and it's like you're experiencing things, and it's just like, whoa, 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 right? But there's something greater. You're going through things for a greater reason that you may not realize right now, but you'll be able to look back at it and be like, oh, that's why that happened the way it did. Oh, right? And even from these experiences, you'll be able to draw on your own perseverance, on your own ability to continue to move forward even when you didn't know what was going on, which can help strengthen your faith, right? But again, along those lines, know that this lack isn't truly lack, okay? So just getting a sense to kind of tell you, like, step back. You don't necessarily have to work as hard to quote unquote save for these rainy days. You know, I get the picture of like this squirrel that's trying to save all these nuts, trying to hide them away. And then, you know, the winter comes and they don't even know where they put all these acorns. You know, it's okay. You experienced what you experienced. You made it through. Now be here, be now. You can be afforded that experience of being here and being now. Okay? To be able to stop and smell the roses. To stop. To slow down. To take a couple breaths. I like to call them God breaths. A couple deep God breaths. Okay? You're not on the run anymore. You don't have to be on the go anymore. You don't have to work as hard anymore. Be grateful for where you are now. You've made it. You've earned it. You pushed through. Okay? All right. And lastly, we have fire ant and cheetah. Okay? So the fire ant can represent like aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. And here with this in reverse, getting the sense that, yes, coming out of this space of like, the world is so hard, you know, like kind of like that aggressive energy, you know. Again, like you're not where you came from. You're no longer in that space. You're no longer in that space of feeling like the world is so hard. The world is so cold. It's a harsh place. No, it's not. Not all the time. Not for everybody. Not everybody experiences the world the way that you have experienced it. And remember that you haven't always experienced the world in the tough way you may have recently experienced it, right? Don't overlook the good. Don't overlook the blessings, right? Know that the easier times, the more beautiful days are coming right around the corner, okay? Remember, you're shifting out of it. The end of tough cycle approaches. It's coming, okay? So the cheetah, this cheetah is like that solar energy, right? It's the energy of action and achievement. Okay, it's like this masculine energy. It's here, it's strong. But we have it here in reverse. So again, getting the sense of like kind of like, ooh, calm down, slow down. You don't have to be like on the go. You don't have to be like, zoom, you know, like the cheetah, like just taking off. Like, slow down. You don't have to have that bright in your face, you know, like male, forceful, achieving energy. Like, slow down. It's all right. Allow yourself to recover. All right? Allow yourself to be here. Be now. All right? You're coming off of this roller coaster. Take some time just to be here, to center yourself. Remember that you are enough. and the universe is with you. The universe is on your side. And sometimes all you have to do is ask for help. Sometimes all you have to do is ask for that stability of mind. Know that you're safe, protected, and provided for. Okay? Peace and blessings. So, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, come please check me out. It's Nova's Insights, spelled the same way you see below, except there's no space. You're also welcome to come check out my website. It's www.novasinsights.com. You can learn just a tad bit more about me, see more videos that are posted, but you have access to them here on my channel. And you can book a reading. Come check out my reading options. My readings are live via Zoom, 30 or 60-minute sessions. So we can go much more deep, go in depth, deeper than what we did here. You can receive as many types of readings as you'd like in those 30 or 60 minutes. I also do a smaller daily special when I do a 7-card spread straight to your inbox or email. So if you enjoyed this reading, something resonated with you, please take the time to share down below, and we would love to vibe with you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see when similar videos like these are released. I'm really excited to be able to share this time and space with you all. It can be quite intimate, and I know not everybody's willing to do this. So thank you for taking a chance on me, taking a chance on the universe, the way it's channeled through me. I don't take that for granted. I love you. Peace and blessings. Until next time.